I never expected my 5th wedding anniversary to start with a cryptic note on my pillow and a trail of lipstick red envelopes leading out the door. Each clue was a callback to some private joke or memory, and I felt a strange mix of anticipation and dread as I followed them. He'd never been one for grand gestures before. The last clue led me to a hotel across town, a place I recognized instantly as the spot we'd always talked about staying in but never did. The woman at the front desk handed me a gold key and winked, like she was in on a secret I couldn't see yet. When I pushed open the door to the penthouse suite, I found him, my husband, in a bathrobe, champagne in hand, grinning. But he wasn't alone. There was another woman, younger, in white lace, perched on the edge of the bed, a bridal bouquet in her lap. The room reeked of perfume and sex. My stomach dropped as he introduced her as his wife, and for a second, I thought he was drunk or joking. Then I saw the matching rings. The look he gave me was cold and familiar, like he'd rehearsed this moment in his head 1,000 times. He said he'd met her 6 months ago and that our marriage was over, that the scavenger hunt was his way of giving me closure. I screamed, threw the champagne glass against the wall, and demanded an explanation, but all he did was shrug and say he'd already moved on. The new bride just watched, her lips curled in a smug little smile. It wasn't until I stormed out that I realized she was wearing a necklace I'd lost months ago, one I'd thought I'd misplaced but now understood had never really been mine to keep. On the ride home, I kept thinking about all the times I'd ignored my doubts, convinced myself that love meant trusting him even when the evidence said otherwise. I built my whole identity around being the perfect wife, and now, in the harsh light of that hotel room, I saw how easily it had all been replaced. The real twist wasn't his betrayal, or the way he'd flaunted it, it was the sick, hollow relief I felt knowing I no longer had to keep pretending.